Greetings everyone and welcome back to Thea, the Awakening, where our party crashers are currently just stocking up on some supplies. I'm going to let you eat those supplies, that's fine. I don't mind that at all. You just keep on 1 or 2 more turns gathering.
You decided to build a new house in the village to improve your lifestyle. The construction is going well, or so it seems until the whole thing collapses on your workers.
Oh no, get everyone who's left together and dig out those stuck under the rubble. This one we should be a little bit easier for us, at least. Alright. I'm going to take out their tactics to card. It means they're going to get the first strike, but with the amount of damage that we should be able to do, it won't matter too much. There we go. It will still take us a little bit to get through all of that armor and health, but a physical challenge, don't worry too much about it. I think there is a chance that a physical challenge can end up giving you wounds, but counter offense? Ah, poop. Okay. Well, that sucked a bit. Oh well. We'll still win, but Russell's going to get hurt a bit. There we are. Whomp. Well done, Sean.
You rescue the builders, and one of them even feels stronger after this experience.
Excellent. Got a couple of wounds, though, for it, but Sean is stronger and has more dexterity. That's fantastic. Our healer is getting stronger. Great, tend to the wounded builders. That was actually quite cool, because now we can immediately go in there and give Sean some better stuff. That is a better shield, though not quite as attractive, to be certain. How much more room have you got? Ooh, you haven't got nearly that much room. But this, you can definitely wear now. Yeah, okay. I think we'll leave it at that. Well done. Now then, party crashers, time for us to be on the move. Now, where do we want to go? We've got a Divine Quest, we've got the Goblin Village, we've got the Cosmic Tree Quest. We've got a bunch of high-level enemies up there. Let's explore. Oh, okay. You come across some dead bodies, likely left here by bandits as they seem stripped naked. We're going to prepare a burial ritual for the dead. Oh, and Fitz got some health from that. Nice. Alright, let's have a look. Some nice stuff down here. I think we actually gathered from this area previously. Sure, okay, we're going to spend a turn or two gathering here. I would like you to focus on gathering wolf pelts. You gather the fruit. We'll split up our builders then. Sorry, our gatherers. We're going to spend at least 3 turns here. And we'll pop the rest over there. In fact, yeah. Okay, we'll spend about 4 turns here then. We'll get 2 gathers of wolf pelt. What level are you? 2. Okay, that's not too bad. And you're wandering around, not liking that too much. And again, possibly a high level group of skeletons. Let's see, did you get more wolf pelts? Yeah, we're up to 14 now. Okay, it's good enough. Break camp. Let's go and check on the Divine Quest. We've got a decent talking group here, and there's some fights on the way. My idea is to move up. We might not hit the Mithril Mine yet, but we're going to move up, hit the Goblin Village, over to the bandits, deal with everything over there. All right, let's get in. No, we are going to just wade in. The undead filth must be slain now. Place 10. Fantastic. Oxford, you're up. It's always going to be my first play. Unless I absolutely know that the enemy is going to have crazy good piercing attacks. And let's get Fitz up next. Okay, buffing, I see. Kind of silly because that skeleton's really only just going to absorb damage. You can't get your skeletons over on this side to help out with that, which is a bit silly, but alright. Well, I think we're just going to buff your damage potential a lot. And then drops a load of shields on you. Alright, let's see how this goes. Oxide will take you down. Do a bit of damage over there. There we are. And another one down. And another one down. There we go. Nice and easy. Just like that. We're going to break that one down. Going to break this one down. Shadow armor we're going to keep. Let's move onwards. What are we seeing around here? Nothing too great. We could move up here and take a turn to gather some meat, though. Since we're not going to have enough turns to get down there to the wolves. Let's pop you there, there, and then everyone else can try and gather over there. We're not actually going to get anything from it. That being said, though, we've got a fair old number of herbs over here in Dapatel. Let's pop in and have a look at what we can do. So, we could work on more swords. And frankly, it would be worth doing. If only to continue to improve our research points. As I mentioned before, you don't want to start slipping behind the curve. I think that's a better sword to make. Confirm. Right, how many of these can we make? We lack the dark wood to make more than that. A shame. A crying shame. What are the supplies like? Oh, we're fine. We're just going to make Bigos and whatever pretty much indefinitely. It's fine. Okay. Spend the 10. Thank you. You're good. Let's get you down here then. The wolves decided not to move. Right. Let's attack. Now we're going to find out what kind of stats a wolf has. Right, Casey, let's get you in first. Okay, not a big challenge there. Let's get Rivsung up next. We can only play one card here, but Rivsung will kill it, so it's still not a problem. In fact, Casey will kill that one. Kenneth is going to kill the second wolf. And then Rivsung is going to kill the third, and there's really nothing more we need to do. In fact, we're just going to wrap that up there. Our tactical minds can just sit on the sidelines, just observing the battle, learning. There we are. Not too bad. We're going to replace that one straight away, though. Let's move on in. Now, what have we got over there? Unliving rats. That might actually be kind of rough. But let's see. A quest.
You find the remains of an old town, built in solid stone, with a large central building that even in its crumbled and rotting state looks very impressive. Like many such places, you feel the cold draft of the ever-present dark mist, lurking in every corner. You see a faint light coming from one of the towers in the central building, and you know this is where you must go.
Very well. Investigate.
You enter the old building, and soon realize it must have been a place of great knowledge, as even in the entrance hall, there are vast shelves with remnants of books on them. Indeed, as you go in deeper, you find a rusted shield with the words, "The pen is mightier than the sword, and the sword of knowledge defeats any foe." Before you make another step, you are met by a hooded stranger. "Welcome to the Grand University of Cracovia. How may I be of assistance?" he chimes, as if nothing was awry in the world.
See, this is an interesting one because we haven't actually seen this. Unless they're referring to Theodore, but I don't believe they are. There is actually another random event you can stumble upon that would make sense here. Who are you, and why are you still here? It doesn't look hospitable.
Why, I am the porter, of course, here to meet and greet you and direct you to the faculty you seek. So are you here for the tour, to sign up, or perhaps you've come for the board meeting?
A board meeting? What are you talking about?
Excellent. You must be from another foreign delegation then. I've been told there might be latecomers. The board meeting is on the 3rd floor, in the Thorn Rose room. You look towards the stairway, and you see it is crumbled and full of cracks, but it should be fine to climb.
All right, leave the strange man and go up.
You go upstairs and find many more empty, eerie rooms, filled with rotten bookshelves and destroyed books, laboratories with smashed equipment, and lecture rooms with decaying tables and the stench of death.
Oh dear.
But as you enter one such lecture room, You see that at the center, by a large round table, sit 6 people, dressed in academic gowns.
Approach the table. Hello?
One of the figures at the table turns to you, and for a second you see only a skull. But then you blink, and an old man's face stares at you. Hello there. I see you have come seeking answers, yes? How did you find us? We were cursed long ago, never to be found by a living soul, and I dare say you look alive.
Well, it was a dream, I guess, or... No, we're fairly certain that it was Mokosh who told us here. Our god told us to come here.
Ah, so they are finally strong enough to try and regain their powers, and so they send you to seek answers.
And what do you know of our god's power?
In short, we were the ones who took the power of the Pantheon to ensure our colleagues could burn the cosmic tree without interference.
Such scallywaggery, and so brazen, too! You took the power away from the gods? Okay, I feel this may be a long one. Just tell me straight and short. How did you do it, and how can we undo it? There are often quite a lot of options. The devs are quite accommodating to those who perhaps have played the game many times and know the dialogue, and so they often include, just skip to the other bits. What? You took power from the gods? How?
It was not easy, nor done without the aid of powerful and evil magic, but it was done. Each god, you see, had their own duty, their domain, and it was both their strength and their weakness. By hitting them all at once, we also didn't give them a chance to aid each other as they normally would.
Why did you do it? Why did you burn the tree and hurt the gods?
Well, that's a funny story in itself, I suppose. We were tricked by the Human Advancement Department. We were presented with false data to suggest that the gods were about to destroy all life, that they'd grown arrogant and wanted to wipe Thea of humans to create a new, more obedient kind. Anyway, it was all a lie, and those who knew the real reason are no longer with us.
I see. Well, so you were acting in self-defense. That dulls a little of your sin, but still. So you have pretty much destroyed Thea for a theory that turned out to be bollocks. You know what? Yeah, that's pretty much the response. Like, really?
Yeah, in hindsight, it all seems rather ridiculous. But you don't know how it is when you're in the zone. And it was a good theory in principle. I mean, there is no definite proof that the gods didn't plan our demise.
Don't start with that. You said you used dark magic?
Our plans were cosmically big, as it were, and so we needed help that a few would be willing to give and even less capable enough to provide. A mage arrived on our doorstep, offering all the right answers, even after we figured he was the famed Dark Lord, banished ages ago in the Great War of the Eye in the Westerlands. We still couldn't say no. It was him or nothing.
I hope you get the reference. The Dark Lord, the Great War of the Eye. So, faced with working with an entity so evil that it almost devoured our world, more than once, on more than one continent, you thought it would all be fine. And you said you were a professor?
Oh, don't get me wrong. We knew we were working with evil, but the pursuit of knowledge, of understanding, the very notion we could defy the gods, it was glorious. I think the Dark Lord didn't even break a sweat convincing us.
Disgusting. And you're telling us no one realized what you were up to?
There were suspicions. Some gods even took notice, but the Dark One was clever and diverted their gaze every time, building a fake army in his old stronghold and sending out omens of his return worldwide. This was step 1 of our plan. This was how we would trap the supreme gods.
The supreme gods?
Yes, like Perun and Mokosh in the Easterlands, every land in Thea had their own. They needed to be broken first, else their power would protect the others. Mokosh we could not lure away. She is wise and careful. But Perun, well, let's just say he was keen to go into battle. Very keen.
So you said Mokosh didn't bite your bait, so how did you make her distracted?
Well, in truth, she was the easy one, but only because she is so intimately connected to Thea. It was actually one of the most shameful acts. Well, before we realized we destroyed the world, that is. There was a sacred garden, a cradle of life, deep within the oceans. The elven people often went there to release their souls from the burden of their bodies and thus become pure energy. It was the favored seat of Mokosh, and we destroyed it. The blow was so severe she was in shock for long enough for Phase 2.
You scallywag. Dare we even ask what phase 2 was?
We sacrificed a monastery devoted to her worship. Mokosh is the mother of all things. Once the garden was gone, she was left vulnerable. The death of thousands of her worshippers was a blow too far. Normally, the others would have been called to aid, and they were, but none responded, at least not in time.
You murdered a bunch of humans as well, despite saying that you were doing this to stop the gods murdering a bunch. Oh, my lord. Impressive, really. Gruesome, evil, and arrogant, but very impressive. No. So even before you destroyed Thea completely, you slaughtered thousands of innocent lives and destroyed a sacred place. And you were still thinking it's all for science? You are insane.
Villainous, gruesome, evil or impressive, grand and astonishing. It was all of those and none. Folly. That is what it truly was.
At least you see it.
For how can man ever hope to bring peace and prosperity by employing murder, dark magic and deceit?
Wow, that's a bit on the
nose. Mokosh is the mother that Thea needs now. You need to find a way to restore her strength. I know not how to do it, but go to the Oracle, the one we trapped to help us with our stupidity. Ask her.
Fine, we will. Where can we find her?
Before I tell you, we must ask a favor. We have been cursed to stay here, neither alive nor dead, for eternity, as punishment for our actions. A sentence we accepted with grace and understanding. It is not often you get to destroy the world and nearly kill off gods. However, we wish to be freed now.
Who sentenced you?
Once champions of the gods like yourselves realized our crime. They came to seek retribution. But the Dark Lord wanted to be sure the world burns, and so he cloaked this place from any mortal eye. Without the gods' guidance, no one could find us and learn the truth. Then came a lone spirit, claiming to be an echo of the Pantheon. The spirit cursed our souls to eternal damnation for our arrogance, making us unliving and bound to this building till the end of days.
How can you be freed if this is a curse? Can you be killed?
There is a way to try and free our souls from these unliving bodies. With the underworld shut, we will still roam Thea, but at least we will be free.
Why do you believe you should get freedom after all you've done? I want to hear your reasoning.
Yes, many of us share your enthusiasm for the punishment. We are tormented by our faults, believe me. But to be stuck like this forever. If you kill us, we will only suffer the pain of death, but eventually we will return, marked by another scar. But if you use your connection to the gods to break our curse, perhaps we can be released.
There are 14 other options. Many of them are tied to your worship of a specific god. You have sentenced Thea to death, and worse yet, you have taken arms against our gods. You shall suffer the punishment that you were sentenced to. Give us the location or suffer a death. Or, your crimes are despicable, your arrogance beyond measure, and your stupidity in trusting dark forces goes beyond any measure. But your fate seems dire, and there is little point in more suffering in this world. Give us the location first. We will then think about releasing you. I believe that Mokosh would be merciful. I don't believe she would see any sense in suffering. Suffering doesn't undo the suffering that's already happened. It just increases the sum total of suffering. So all of this is true, and they are wretched, but we will see what we can do.
The old man nods, his face twisted in a mixture of fear and sadness. I have imprinted the location you seek in your minds. You will find it whenever you seek it.
Oh, this is a difficult one for us. That is a 3-star battle. I don't think we have enough intellect here, but we're going to try and help them. The Supreme Mother knows forgiveness, even in the face of such gruesome crimes as yours. We will keep our word and try to release your souls so that you may pay your price as you should in the afterlife. This is going to be hard. I'm not sure we can do this. We'll try our best, but let's see what kind of cards they're dropping. Ouch. It need 2 of our cards, possibly 3 per. It's a standard chance to do this. Shield ally. Have we got any decent counterattacks? We don't. Well. Okay, you have piercing of a sort, so get closer. Do some damage. Thing is, you do a lot of damage per turn. You're not going to do enough damage on the next turn to take them out. What I can do, however, is get you in. Alright, how are you going to play? Ouch! That is very unfortunate. That is astonishingly unfortunate. That is not what I wanted. Alright. Well, Shield Ally. You're one of the best cards that we have, so I just have to hope. But I'm not sure this is going to go well. Right, you can take a few blows. So I'll trust your shield, your hull tank. They're going to drop down some cards. You've got, again, you've got a fair chunk of life. So you can take a decent bit. It's a real shame that I couldn't get you into play. That I couldn't use Confused, but they dealt all of their strong cards first. Oh, drat. That is very unfortunate. And we lost the only person who was right at the front of the queue. Well, that is remarkably unfortunate. Thankfully, Oxford did manage to stall them, and Fitz as well. But we've lost so many people. Okay. Player's turn for what it's worth, which isn't much. Okay, we can play one card. Kenneth, go ahead. If they've got a spear, a piercing attack. No, they didn't actually have one. Interesting. Okay. Let's get a shield on Rivsung. And then... yeah. None of the cards you can confuse to just get into play. We've lost this already, but we'll do our best at least. Okay, good. Actually. I mean, Rivsung did get a chance to attack. But that's it. We have lost.
You take your time to meditate and find your inner peace. In this place of sorrow and darkness, you seek a link to your gods by opening up your hearts and souls. But this place has been stained with too much darkness and evil, and your connection to the gods is too weak to aid the scholars. The professors only nod in thanks and return to their table, debating a theory of why you have failed. They do not respond to any hails, and so you are left with no recourse but to leave the place. As you do, you feel the great disappointment of your gods weighing down upon your shoulders. But at least you know where to go and seek more knowledge next.
Damn. Alright, time to leave this cursed place. We have disappointed Mokosh. Much sad. That is a 3-skull battle that would be a straight-up fight that I'm not too keen on taking on. 6 unliving round. Well, mind you, there are 9 of us. I was at 6 because 3 skull because there are 6 of them. It might be, but you know what? I think we're gonna leave them alone for now. Wow, an ancient tomb that I am not gonna be visiting anytime soon. Let's have a look around there. Oh, but that is so good. That is a little bit of everything that we want. More Divine Quest. That would be the Oracle, but clearly we need better social skills. More intelligence, more everything, really. Let's get into this fight. There's only going to be 3 skeletons here. We should be able to take them out easily enough. Alright, Casey first, because of that enormous damage. Yules, well, 23, well, actually that wouldn't be so good, but we'll stack the odds in your favor, shall we? There we go. You're capable of doing a fair chunk of damage too. What I could do, send Yukofin to the front. Yeah, let's do that. Then let's get... sure, let's pop you in. Get you stacked with damage. and also heavily shielded. You can still do more damage in that, so... Ah, that'll do. Get you confused. Okay, we've got this. No one is going to be alive who's going to be able to attack on this turn. And by next turn, yeah, they're not going to be around anymore. There we go. Not a bad piece of armor. Alright piece of armor as well. This, though, we're going to... That weight. Oof. No, thanks. Alright, we're not going to go to the Divine Quest just yet. I think that would be a mistake on our parts. We will investigate this, and there is some stuff up here. Ooh, okay.
You come across a dead body lying in some sort of ditch.
Okay.
The corpse is literally stomped into the ground.
Search the body.
You search the corpse and find some of its belongings still intact. Now that you take the time to look at the scene, you see that the ditch is actually more like a giant footprint. You see some more stuff lodged under the body, but you also feel the ground shake beneath you and strange sounds coming towards this place.
That is a very nice sword. No, we have the loot. Just run for it. No reason to take any risks there. Yukafin, Gathering, Kenneth, Gathering. Wow, lots of Gathering too. Rivsung and Oxford, more strength. Liam, some folklore. Fitz, some more strength. Fantastic. Manu, more health. And Obsidia and Casey, more willful. And Russell, more intelligent. Wow, Sean, that makes you as good as Yukafin now in terms of medic. Jason is more attractive. Fizzle and Sarah, better Gathering. And, oh, that's amazing. We've got animal kinship. That means hunting opportunities in the future. That is fantastically good. Let me just go and equip someone with this, though. When did... What? When? What? You just... Someone just showed... When did that happen? Well. Okay. We've got a new healer. Fantastic news. Right, let's give you... I mean, it's not much, but you've got 7 shielding and you do 6 damage. That's not bad for a brand new medic. You've probably been there for a while though, haven't you? Let's get you gathering some stuff then. Over there will do. You guys can swap places. There you are. As for crafting, can we make any more swords? I don't believe we're going to be able to, but we can always have a look. I could make a load of stuff out of... we've got a bunch of iron. Reasonably heavy, but... Sure, let's make a bunch of these. I can make 13. Let's not make 13, let's make 5. If we can pop you up there and you can just start working your way through those. Just to generate more and more research for us. Alright, let's get these fights over with. Get in there. 2 rats and 4 hulking rats. It's fine. Player's turn. Good, good, good. Oxherd, up first. Easy enough. I'd like to wait on attacking a hulking rat if we can. But let's get our very heavy hitters in there. Sorry, fat rat rather. There we go. And... who's up next? It doesn't matter, honestly. I guess I'll give you some shielding before I get you into play. And then on the next turn I can give you shielding as well. There we go. And finally, Liam, at the end of the turn, you can go ahead and attack whoever. Right. We're easily going to deal with this. There we go. And the fat rat is down. Just like... ooh, like that. Wow, okay, 8 range damage. That is pretty bloody good. Who's going to be having this one then? It's twice as heavy, but... wow, that's a really, really good weapon. Let's get that one to you. There we go. Alright, let's get up there. Deal with this. And once again, 1 blood bee and 4 crazed bee. Shouldn't be too bad, especially if they get into the fight first. Let's get you down there. I'd rather not have you jump into this. Now, the thing here is if one of them used first move and moved that one forward, then something else with piercing would suddenly be able to attack you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a shield. There we are. Next up, I would like you to get in there and take that one out. Oh, no, you didn't take it out at all. Okay. Move you in. It's okay. I knew that was coming, so it's fine. We could confuse you. And we might want to. Let's go for confuse. Now, who's getting in next? There we go. And another confuse. That's fine. And then at this point, we'll just clean them up moving backwards through the group. So despite all of them having piercing attacks, we managed to get through that without taking a single point of damage. Not too bad, all things said and done. Wow, and we got rewarded with a ruby. Very nice. Okay, what's this? Clay and iron. It's not a particularly good looking weapon, that one, honestly. Right. We could set up camp here or move forward a little bit. You know what? Let's set up camp. Got some nice items here I would like to gather. Quite a lot. In fact, you get in there, over there. Then we'll just start grabbing wood as well. I mean, that's actually all we need to do. I'll share out everyone else just so that we've got other things coming through. There we go. That's fantastic. We'll be gaining 5 dark wood every turn. Let's make sure those aren't being burnt though. Please and thank you. Right, okay. You are going to be hanging out there for a little bit. There we go. Let's go and have a look at this. It's not a bad weapon, certainly. It's certainly not a great weapon, though. It wouldn't go to any of our warriors. That would just be silly. Okay, next turn. Also a sneeze. Ooh, what have we got down there? Goblin warriors. Breaking camp in order to get the drop on them so that we can force them into a social fight. There we go. How do you think we survived this long in the darkness, eh? By being nice or eating the bloody heart of our goblin enemies? This should be easy. As we've seen previously. Let's open up with Obsidian Mist. Right, you're already dead. Rashindaru. Just take out that card. Just don't need it there. The problem is you're going to get an attack one way or t'other. Have I got anyone I can use first action on? No. Oh, that's just kind of annoying. Okay, well, it doesn't really matter ultimately. Let's just pop everyone in and we're good. Go. You're going to do some damage to someone. Go again. Indeed. I concur. Fantastic. So eloquent. Okay, we're going to get rid of these. They're way too heavy for me to carry around. That one I like though. Wow, that one is really nice. Take this stuff. And while we're wandering around, let's find out what's over here.
You stumble across some ruins of an old city, engulfed in mist and mystery.
Okay, search.
One of many buildings you tirelessly searched through contains a closed stash. It takes you almost an hour to open it, but luckily it's not empty.
Hooray! Take your loot and exit the ruins. Right, let's get back into position. Carry on gathering things. Oh, we should have gone over there. Oh well. Doesn't matter too much, I suppose. We'll just stand there for this night. But let's have a look at that, because that weapon was gorgeous. Also, this one's pretty gorgeous too. Why haven't I equipped that? Because I'm a derp as well. Is this better? It is. So you're getting a straight upgrade there, Kenneth. As for you, that stealth is pretty nice. Don't necessarily want to lose that. Is this better than the sword? It is actually better than the sword you've got, and that's a two-handed sword. Okay, no, that's fine. You've got a fair few turns of movement yet. Right, break camp, move down. Oh. Oh dear. The bone-chilling howl of a bloodthirsty werewolf stops you in your tracks. One of us will stay behind and sacrifice their life to save the rest. No! Even if many will die, we're not going to abandon anyone. Stand and fight! 1 werewolf, 1 alpha wolf, and 3 wolves. 31. Oxhead isn't going to get a turn. Alright. How are we going to deal with this? 31 damage. I've got no one who can put you forward fast enough. But I've got 2 people who can bring you a shield. No, what we're going to do... Casey, you're going first. Now, I'm then immediately going to buff your... Yeah, okay, you can take that first hit. That's fine. Depending on the direction that Oxhead hits in, that won't matter. We've got enough people here to do staggering amounts of damage. The main thing is ensuring... Like, if we're lucky, Oxhead is going to just deal damage down that line. Alright, get in there. And you as well. Get in there, please. Good. See, if I throw you at the front, it's going to just utterly decimate you, so let's not do that. Instead, let's get everyone in. Alright, well, Casey, it comes down to Oxhead's choice of attack direction. Oh, thank goodness. Oxhead, you just saved Casey from a lot of bloody wounds. In fact, death. If that had hit again, Casey would have gone down. And we got so little from it. You defeat the werewolves. That was a 4-skull battle, and we got something else, though. Okay, not bad. Very nice. The enchanted bones made that somewhat worth it. Right. Casey, that is yours. Now, what do we have around here? Let's move up there. We can do a little bit of gathering from here and get some extra food as well, actually. Right, so Darkwood first. Next up, gather me plenty of food. Then we'll get a bunch of wood every 2 turns. Some fiber every 2 turns. In fact, no, fiber every 1 turn. Or rather, string every 1 turn. Yeah, okay. That's a decent group there. Nice work on the equipment front, though. Very nice work. I'm liking it. Liking it a lot. Does anyone else need this weapon now? No. I don't think so. Sean? You're okay as it stands. Okay. How many more of those swords are we making? Have we more or less finished? We're making 1 more of those swords. Okay, let's have a look at something else we could do then. What other kinds of weapons we could make? We could make some pretty hefty ones. And they would make 5 and 5. Not really much different. It would only give us 3. Honestly, we'd get 2 for just making wooden swords. 4 for that. 5. Okay, we're starting to get a little bit better. Still. No, that should be okay. Well, let's make some amethyst swords. Legend has it that the human prince once fell in love with a Rusalka. She could not be his, but as a sign of her love, she gave him an amethyst sword from the depths of the oceans. Oh, that's actually quite sweet. Right, let's move this up. We want a couple more of these. 5 amethyst swords. We'll move it down by 1, so that you'll move straight down there from the ivory short swords. We'll have plenty of things to give to the rest of the group when they get back. There we are. Slowly getting there. We're going to keep going through the night. Starving Wolf, Striga Master, Striga Mistress, and 4 Striga. This is easily a 4-star combat. Quite easily a 4-star combat. Look at the damage they do. Once again, this is going to be rough. And our best fighters are not in the deck this time. Alright. Oxherd, let's get you in there. You can take a hell of a wallop. Next up, we'll get Fitz in there. Ouch. Ugh, I knew something like that would happen. But planned for it. So, what we're doing is we're driving Fitz forward to the other side. And then we are going to massively shield Oxherd. Okay. How's this going to go down? Alright, not a terrible one. Let's get you in there. Now the problem with the Strigas is they can heal. That's their biggest ability. It's the fact they can heal. Let's try and get you buffed. There we go. It's not going to do a whole lot of good, but... Alright, take out whatever card remains. And with that, let's get people in this fight. This is going to go badly. It's going to be a nasty fight. We'll take out one straight away. Okay, you went for Oxford. That's good. Nice. Very nice. You have brought them within proximity of death. Very good. Let's take them down, please. Now, who are you going to go for? Oh, no! Yukofin. That was just luck of the draw there. And that was the problem, is because we weren't controlling where this fight was going and who was on which side. We couldn't really account for that. Oh, you scallywag. So Yukofin is going to be protecting Yukofin against death, which is, you know, never a good time. Honestly. Let's see you, and then... Honestly, we don't need to do anything. We'll just pass this phase. But let's hope that Yukofin can survive. If Yukofin goes down to a bunch of Striga, well, you had a good run, and that's a pretty awesome, badass battle to go down in. Bunch of silver would be useful against werewolves. Alright. Well, let's adjust this party. Got a pin, +2 armor. How heavy is it? No way you can wear that. You can wear it though. Now the assassin's glove. Would you like this? It'll increase your stealth a bit. Sure. Unless we have someone with particularly high stealth already. No, we don't. Oh, I really hope for the best here, but there's a very good chance that we might lose them. Right. In here, I'm going to tell you to stop gathering pretty much any normal wood. Don't need it anymore. So just focus on this instead. Now, you've got a bonus right now to your healing. Oh, you don't anymore. You've lost that. Damn. Okay. Best of luck.
Wounds don't always have a chance to heal, and so death can claim its prize.
Yukofin, you died to some of the more dangerous enemies in the game. There is nothing to be ashamed about this. You served the group well. You've cleared out so many level 2 and even some level 3 groups in this run. Your body will be carried back to Dapperdell, where it will be immortalized in imperishable crystal. The villagers will honor your sacrifice. But on that note, I'm afraid we're going to have to wrap this episode up there. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're enjoying the series. Do let me know down in the comments below if there's anything that you're curious about, and I'll do my best to drive back the obfuscation over some of the game's less obvious mechanics. But that is it from me. So until next time, and as always, do take care, everyone.